Airmoto reached out to me asking me if I'd be interested in checking out one of their portable rechargeable air pumps. Now this looks like a great option. It's a very small unit. It's perfect to throw in a car. I mean, we have a Tesla and we don't have a spare tire. We've got the side-by-side we're always out riding on. Again, no spare tire. We're on the tractor here and there. I'm on the mower. I'm very excited to check this out. Let's get this opened up and see what we got. Again, as I mentioned, very small size, very portable. That's exactly what I was wanting, is something completely portable that I'm not going to have to always have a huge amount of space to store. And the fact that it's rechargeable is even that much cooler. I mean, you know, we all remember those things we had when we were younger. It's the little box that has these huge long cables, one long cable that goes to the cigarette lighter plug, which, you know, how many of those do you see in new cars anymore? And the other end goes to the tire. But it took up a significant amount of space, and you could never seem to get the cables all back into the little unit there, so it just ended up sprawling out everywhere. But look at the size of this unit. This is amazing. It is incredibly small. And look, I am nothing but impressed with this thing right off the bat. So we've got a carrying case, which will be perfect to put everything in there, throw it in the car. We've got the hose, so we can connect it up to the pump and go onto the tire. And we've got a charging cable and a couple little adapters there, depending on what we want to air up. In case we're airing up a basketball or a inflatable raft out to the lake or something, we can air that up. But we're going to go ahead and get this charged up, and then we'll come back and check it out. All right, we got it all charged up. To change the settings, push the down button. There's a few default options plus a custom one if you want to change something. Push the right and left buttons to raise or lower the desired air pressure. Press the center button to start the air pump. Press it again to stop it. The up button changes between units of measure. I only use PSI, so I'm going to leave it there. Now let's go air up a tire on the Tesla. Just remove the hose from the pump, screw it onto the pump, then screw it onto the tire. I'm going to set the tire pressure to 40 psi and hit go. I'm going to speed this up a bit. It does take a minute or so to air up the tire, but you can see it is doing a great job. You can see the pressure increasing as it goes. It shut itself off there. Now I'm just going to remove it from the car tire. Now we'll air up a mower tire. You can see this one is pretty much flat to start with. Secure it to the tire, and I'm going to set the pump to 10 psi. Start the pump. You can't really see the screen here, but you will be able to see the tire going up. One last test is the bike tire. I've got it set to 50 psi, and it gets it there really quickly. It does a great job. So we just checked out the Airmoto portable smart air pump. I mean, this thing is great. It's completely cordless from the standpoint of once it's charged, you don't have to plug it in to air up your equipment. I went around and aired up all 4 of the tires on the Tesla to get them up where they need to be. We've had a drop in weather, so it's going to start giving me errors here pretty quick in the morning if we don't get it aired up. I aired up the lawnmower tire. I aired up the bike. Everything just worked perfect. And I think this is going to be a great tool. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the bag and drop it in the frunk of the Tesla. and it'll be there just like other pieces of emergency equipment. But I think that's what you want this for. To me, that's the perfect place to use this, is to have it in your car and use it just in case you need it. And I know a lot of people are gonna say, well, no big deal. You just call AAA or you call somebody else to come change your tire to air it up for you. Well, that's awesome if you're close enough for somebody to get there quickly. If you're out in the middle of nowhere and you're an hour away from somewhere, why not spend a few minutes, air the tire up, try to get to a gas station, get somewhere a little safer. There's nothing worse than being on the side of the road, you know, traffic flying by you dangerously. You know, might as well try to get somewhere and be safe, be somewhere well lit to get away from anything that could happen. To me, this would be a perfect thing to get for a stocking stuffer for your kids, for your parents, for your spouse to help keep them safe. But Black Friday's coming up soon too, so make sure to check out the link in the description. I appreciate you guys watching. Y'all have a great day.